Well then, what, first things first, hello guys. It's the most insane news ever. If by chance you've not heard the news, then let me just quickly fill you in. Officially, just before 6 o'clock today, Daniel Levy has announced that he is stepping down from his role as executive chairman of Tottenham Hotspur. It's the move that is probably the biggest in terms of the future of Tottenham Hotspur Football Club in, well, it certainly is in my lifetime, and for many of my fat of the Spurs fans who've grew up this similarly to what I have. It's it still isn't processed in my head that this has happened. I never ever thought he'd, well, never voluntarily walk away at least, but it's extraordinary. I'm sure that this is going to delight many people because we know many Spurs fans over the years have believed that Levy is the one who was holding us back for so many years of pushing up to that next level of, going after the big trophies instead of just settling for top four, or just settling for, instead of pushing on to try and win big trophies like leagues, and in Europe. And now everybody's got their wish. It still hasn't officially come through in my head. I'll grab the official statement for you if you just give me 1 second. I've got it here for all of you to have so you can listen. This is officially from Tottenham Hotspur's website. Tottenham Hotspur announces that Daniel Levy has stepped down from his role as executive chairman after nearly 25 years. As part of its succession plan, the club has made a number of senior appointments, which we know of, Vinay becoming the new CEO, the chief executive, and Peter Charrington is the non-executive chairman now. Those appointments were done over the summer, and many people think it didn't have any meaning to them. Well, evidently it does now. There is indeed a quote from Daniel Levy as well in here, which I'll read for you. I am incredibly proud of the work I have done together with the executive team and all our employees. We have built this club into a global heavyweight competing at the highest level. More than that, we have built a community. I was lucky enough to work with some of the greatest people in sport, from the team at Lillywhite House in Hotspur Way to all of the players and managers over the years. I wish to thank all of the fans that have supported me over the years. It hasn't always been an easy journey, but significant progress has been made, and I will continue to support this club passionately. It might be too early to ask this question, but where does this leave the future of Tottenham Hotspur? Because, as I said, going all the way back from when Daniel Levy first arrived, as the executive chairman, but all the way back in 2001, he's always been known for a few things, hard businessmen to deal with, hard transfers, penny pinching, and seemingly inability to fully back his managers to when they need to go that extra push. You think of Martin Jol, you think of Harry Redknapp, you sort of think of Maurizio Pochettino, and that's just the three main examples. There's obviously more individual circumstances, but those three in particular really stand out, of managers who literally felt they were on the cusp of breaking through the glass ceiling and then just weren't back sufficiently. And many people have always said that Levy was the one who didn't provide us with the necessary funding to give us that extra push up to the top elite level of football. And it's weird because over the summer, you may remember the interview he did with Gary Neville, where it discussed the Europa League final win, his tenure with the club all these years, and there was literally no indication at all that he was going anywhere. So what if anything, what's convinced him to change his mind? Or did he already have it planned that he would? Did the Europa League final win make him think, you know what, that's as far as I can go? Maybe because he is look. If there was one thing everyone could agree on Daniel Levy, he is a control freak. He always has been. You know, from the mention of the transfers, he will haggle and haggle. We've seen it over the summer. This summer just gone. You know, with certain deals, he will haggle every penny, every cent, every last nook and cranny of a negotiation, from clauses to sell-on fees to bonuses. He micromanages everything so much, and he's been able to keep Spurs as a sustainable football club for all those years by doing that. But the frustration is obviously that when you need to pay that extra for your superstar player that you need, there's been too many examples of these where he's not done that. The one thing I think maybe people need to just hold fire with is that even though, Levy's out of the picture, Unic are, the group who still are majority owners of the club at the moment. So how is the process of how still going to be the same, or maybe with Levy out of the way are really maybe looking at maybe selling it in the future? Only time will tell. But one thing's for certain, us fans don't have any excuses anymore. There's no scapegoat to point at anymore. So, what does the future hold? Truthfully told, I don't know. But like in many things in life, it's buckle up and enjoy the ride. And that's my reaction to that incredible breaking news story. What do you guys make of it all? Are you happy that Levy's gone? Where do you think the future of the club lies? Leave all of your thoughts as ever, guys. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I hope you've have a good day. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you again soon. And as always, come on, you Spurs.